Well, hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. Hope all is well. Let's get to it. There's going to be quite a few things that I need to do here. I've been extremely busy off camera. I've got this massive coal production over this side. Just because we really need to get a lot more power, and I just need to finish connecting up the water sections here. And we should be good to go. Hopefully then everything should be resolved. And everything is running from one miner. It is absolutely crazy. I did go ahead and get the Mark III miner unlocked. And it's got 3 power shots, so that one miner is producing 600 a minute. And that is going to run this entire production. Shouldn't be too bad. I've already gone ahead and got all of the conveying as well as the pipelines laid out, because this is extremely compact. And I didn't want to have any issues running in between. Just have everything looking weird. Yeah, it would be madness trying to get it done like that. So let's go with the noodle over there. That should be... Let's take a look here. We got 5 on that side for the 10 the 10 coal power generators. Over this side I could only manage to fit in 4. So one of them is overclocked to 240. And the same thing over this side. We got the 4 water extractors feeding into one pipe, needing 240 on one machine. So if I connect this up here in the middle, this little pipeline is going to be the one splitting down underneath in the middle. And then the top line section, I do know there's a small little problem somewhere. Don't remember exactly where it is, but one of the pipelines, I had to remove it and replace it again for the last little bit to turn on here. I wonder if it wasn't this one. Just grab a look here. Okay, so this has water. I don't see this one flowing in. I wonder what's going on with this. It's definitely an issue with the pipeline. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, it seems like something is starting to happen over here. So why is my water not flowing through? Okay, so we got water up until that section. It should be over here then. Okay, let's remove and replace that pipe. Oh, there we go. Finally, it's starting to work. Yeah, we're getting water in each of these generators. Oh, that is looking good. Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna have enough copper sheets to do everything I want to get done here. Quickly come and take the awesome shop here. Should have a couple of tickets. How can this not be powered? Oh, wait a minute. I added my own. Okay, there we go. Oh, such silly mistakes, and I know I completely lost my mind there in the previous episode there near the end. Overcomplicated that conveying, having to go through to the ores and the ingots there like crazy. I did manage to redo the copper belt, so everything is looking neat and tidy. We will be going over there in just a moment. Just because we have to go and also unload the silica that we're producing. We're gonna go over there by the small production that we have, get it overclocked to 600 silica a minute, which is more than what we need. And that is going to require the miners to be overclocked to 720 a minute as well, just to keep it even. I'm just going to use 1 power shot on each of them. So this generator is going to be removed. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I completely forgot about the other 2. Oops. Just connect you and you. Okay, there we go. So these machines should also be working. That's going to be a total of 39 generators doing 75. So that's 2,925 megawatt that we're going to be jumping. At the end of the day, I do believe it should be just over 9,300 megawatt, I think, if I remember. I only tested it a small bit. I didn't go too far ahead with it. Wonder if I made a mistake with this connection now. Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, doesn't matter. As long as it's all connected and working properly, that's all we need. Just have to get this power boost. There's just no other way. I think I can bring this back a tiny bit. Just make sure it's going to be in line. And this is the last little section that I need to do. It's been such a lot of work. Getting a lot of these machines built is not the problem. We got the dimensional storage giving us all of the components except for the copper sheets. So I have gone ahead and found some other Mercer spheres. I just have to go and use them. Let's take a look here. This has to go around to this side. And I think the wall will be extended out this way. I'll come and close off the building at a later time. I just want to get my power sorted out. Let's see. What do we need? Conveyor wall. I think it's going to be on the second one. Yes. Okay, good. Looking good. Just needs to be reversed. Add a splitter. Nice, simple, and easy. One belt splitting between all of these rows. And according to what I've tested, it does work out properly. I just have to pre-fill all of the machines and it shouldn't have any problems at all then. Let's get our Mark 5 again. Just make sure this is going to be in line. And the correct height. Nice and straight as well. So all of the machines I'm just feeding with the Mark 5 in between to just run the belt as quick as possible. Okay, there we go. So the coal should be loading in now. All of the machines should be running without any issues by the end of it. But we're still short on just one more thing, or two more. It's going to be the 2 water extractors that I need. And we also have to do something over this building, because I'm definitely not gonna leave this section the way it is with this clipping through. You can't get it destroyed with the Nobelisk. Fortunately, the pulse one is done. Yeah, look at that, nothing happened. So lucky enough for me, I've been unlocking most of the things here, so it's been going good. Let's just see, let's get the 4-meter one just for in case. Just also turn this over to asphalt. The only tricky thing about using the half foundations is when we get to a section like this, we're going to have to move the wall over by using the nudging tool. And do exactly the same over here. It's unfortunate, but it is the only way to get it done though, that I know of. I don't think there's any other way. Small little clipping issue on the walls there, but nonetheless, as long as you don't add a window in there, I don't think it should be a problem. This factory is definitely not square just because of this. But it is what it is. At least everything should be working now. Just need to add another 2 water extractors that we really do need. And I think that should be it. But this is just going to be a plain and simple connection. Not going to go all nuts with this. Just connect them to one another. I don't think I should use the noodle one though. Let's go to auto. And that could definitely be a pipeline Mark 1. I do have to say I've been using the clean pipelines quite a bit. But I do like the look of them, that's why. Okay, so I think we can go with just the 1. And if I'm not mistaken, it has to go over there. I'll get these water extractors rotated correct so they're directly in line with these as well later on. Just want to get the power up and running and then go and do the silica as well as the unloading there by the aluminum production. And just also show the changes that I made there, getting the belt neat and tidy. So we can go with the Mark 2. And we have to bring it down this little section. Does it have to go up or not? Don't think it has to go up. 4x1 should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just need to convert it back to a pipeline Mark 1. But does this need to be a Mark 2? Because it's taking up 45 for the 4 machines. Now 180, it should be fine as a pipeline Mark 1. Give me back some of my plastic there, buddy. There we go, good. Right, look at that, 9,350. So with these extra ones that we have over here, we should be getting just a tiny bit more. Oh, wait a minute, it's never going to work without power, is it? Just get a small little connection like this. I didn't plan to add this section of the factory as well. But now it's done. I'll just come and clean up everything later on. Just need to make sure that it is running though. Come on, water, start flowing in. Don't think we need a pump for anything though. So far dead stable at 9,350. So why is my water, oh there we go, it's slowly starting to fill up in the pipeline over here by the looks of it. Okay, what's going on here? You don't need to raise the pipe, so there's definitely not supposed to be an issue with this. Okay, water is filling up now. Yeah, there shouldn't be any problem. It's going to be 240 water that we're pushing into the machines here. But it seems like this one and this side should be struggling then. Wonder. I don't think it's necessary for the pipeline Mark 2, but just because it's having a slight little issue there. Let's see if I add a pipeline Mark 2 if it's gonna make any difference to this now. Okay, the water is filling up. Yeah, there we go, looking good. 9,650. That is a decent increase in power. Should be just what we need. So I'm going to go over there to the silica production. Let's take a look at what we need to do there. Go and unload the silica and also go and unlock the nuclear power plant. And I think after that we only have one more thing to do in tier 8. And then we're done with it. Oh, this poor little cave over here. Let's come and take a look at the miners. So it's going to be 1 power shot to increase it to 360. That's going to be our 720 a minute for the miners. I still got a bunch of power shots left. I think I should have enough without having to change the entire building. It's still weird, this effect that it's making on the foundations and the walls. Still have to bring this down a bit, so excuse the building, it's not fully completed. It is looking much better though. There's something I want to take a look at here on top of the roof. I've got a drone for the moment. This is just going to be a temporary solution just to get the silica over there by the aluminum production to keep everything running. It's just loading directly into a drone port. I already got the port placed over there as well. We'll be going there in just a moment. This is not going to take too long. I still have to decide whether I want to take out the belt towards this side or towards there where we got the coal power plant. I still have to decide. It's going to be interesting though, because transportation inside this cave is going to be quite a bit of a problem. So the only way that I can get 600 silica a minute is by overclocking this to be at 75. So I think that's going to be 2 power shots each. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be 75, taking up 45 quarts. So if we take a look at this, it's going to be 45 times the 8 machines. That's going to be, oh goodness, 360. And over this side, we're taking up 37.5 for 8 machines. That's 300. So that's 660 that we're supposed to need. We are going to be getting a little bit extra. I don't mind it. It's better to have a bit more than just try and have barely enough and hope for the best. I don't want to be doing that. Okay, so let's just get all of these machines overclocked. I'm just copying and pasting the recipe to get the shards in a lot easier. Just gonna throw away the raw quartz. I don't really need it. The silica as well. This is just filling up my inventory now. Okay, not too bad. Let's come and take a look at something else that I wanted to do as well. I took out this manufacturer here by the SAM ore production. Reason being is this needs to be upgraded to a lift mark 2. And then I also want to add a splitter. Just with another little awesome sink over here as well. Just to try and get some extra tickets. Might be good. Just see if we can get it nice and in line. So where are we gonna connect you to power though? I do want it to be neat, but the power lines don't always match up the way I want them to. But nonetheless, that should work. I think this is gonna give me around 1,000 per loading into the machine. It seems to be around there, along with everything else that we're sending in, so definitely not doing too bad with this. Okay, so that's going to be the overflow for this production. I'll definitely increase it later on if we need it, because at this point we're not really doing anything with it. I wonder, can I even add an awesome sink in this side as well? Don't want it to be standing right in front of the door though. And also not be in the way of where I want to come and collect the resources. What if we put it over there? Then we can add in a merger facing directly towards the machine. Let's go with a Mark 5. You see, I think this is just going to be too close. But what I can do is I can add a splitter, smart splitter over this side. Get the smart splitter for me. Then we can break down this belt. Okay, let's see if we can quickly get this done here. So this is going to be smart splitter. Straight is going to be overflow. And then towards the right is going to be the crystal, right? Quartz crystal. Yeah, there we go. I think that should be fine. I'm just going to go with a Mark 5. Because I've been using it so much now, it shouldn't make any difference. Is there any place I can connect you to, buddy? Not really. Just going to be pulling this through here. I'll come and tidy up my cable network. I've been doing so much work off camera. But it's been enjoyable. I have to say it's been a lot more fun this time around. And just... oh no, that's not going to work. Okay, let's get a Mark II outlet over this side. That's going to be the only way to increase everything. Get my machines back on again. Okay, that should be everything. We can just get this very last connection. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that's nice. So we got one ticket already. I can put this away. Not doing too bad. So that's going to be the quartz as overflow. Wonder if we're loading it out quick enough. Maybe use a Mark 3 at this section. And over there as well. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. So we have to go over to... I think it's a Mark 2 that we were pushing into the storage, right? No, a Mark 3. Okay, so it has to be upgraded. Okay, there we go. So we got our components feeding out into the storage. As soon as this is full, everything will be sent into the awesome sink there. So we just have to do exactly the same thing over this side using a smart splitter. But this one is going to be a lot more tricky. I'm only going to have one shot to get the belt placed in, make my adjustments, and that's it. So over towards the left hand side I'm going to make the overflow, and towards the right we have to add in the silica. Is it going to be a direct bend? It looks that way. Oh, perfect. Sometimes things can just work out the way you want to without any issues. Now go to a Mark 5. Place it in our direction. Exactly the same thing over this side here. Now, for the tricky section, getting this in line, moving it over. I think this should be perfect. I don't think it's going to be that tricky to get it in. But we do need a Mark 5 though. Come on, just let me get my belt. There we go. Man alive, this middle mouse button was selecting everything it shouldn't. Okay, there we go. So we got an overflow for silica, quartz. It's Mark 5, Mark 5. Oh my goodness, I think we're producing a lot of things here. The ticket should be growing a lot better. So that is going to be rebalance silica production. Silica at 600, quartz minus at 720. Let's go and get the silica unloaded. Then here we go, the very last little section that we need to come and take a look at. So my drone's over here. Well, let's go over this belt first, the one that completely got me going insane there in the previous episode. So all of the drone ports have been moved over a tiny bit, giving me enough gap to just have nice neat little belts over here for the batteries unloading, as well as the components unloading. So what have we got here? This is going to be the copper ingots unloading. Let's just sneak inside here real quick. There we go, perfect. Okay, close this off again. So it just comes inside. Need to remove that. Goes up with the lift, wraps around, just feeds towards the outside, goes all the way around and just goes into the building. No issues, no drama, no problems. Let me just get in here. Yeah, I just made the mistake of overcomplicating everything there for a moment at the end there. So it just comes in neat and tidy, wraps around, feeding into the machines. Now, over for our silica. It's going to be over this side. I think that we need to unload it. So I've got this little gaps open here for me to access anything that I want to get. So we got our L-clad sheets over the side, castings over there. They've got a dimensional storage next to them as well. Then we got the coal, our aluminum scrap over this side, and just silica. This is the only thing that we keep running out of. And I left a little gap over here for me to go in and out from, but I think I have to move this. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little easier to squeeze on in here. I think this might be a tiny bit of a problem. Just squeeze through here again. Can I get this moved back any bit? Any amount that I can move this back. I think I can do this. The problem is going to be all of my scrap that I'm going to lose. Interesting. Let me take this. Here we can add a container down here just to get everything stored up temporarily. Luckily my drone won't be flying in and out until I get everything up and running. This is going to be so much to drop in here. Come on, just give me another container. I know this is slipping through. I just have to get rid of everything here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, get this removed. What is this? Okay, there we go. Perfect. So if I want to add in my container, It should be over this side. I'm just going to have to replace the floor for a moment. My much larger container. So I wonder if I should just feed this directly into there. The other belt is not clipping through in any case, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Feed you directly in there. And now just the thing to bring everything back in there again. And another autosave there as well. Not too bad. Just a lot of things to remove here. Oh boy, we had a lot of scrap stored up. But I think we should be done now. Yeah, that's gonna be everything. Perfect. Okay, so that is one solution. We got this one done. We just need to bring it out with the lift, right? And also a Mark 5 if I remember. And it feeds directly into there, all neat and tidy, no issues. This is unloading underneath, so we don't have any clipping issue over there as well. Okay, no, I think that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, let's take a look here. Where do I want to add in this little section? There's definitely not a lot of gap here to add a lift though. That's the tricky thing that I want to do. I want to add a lift, but it needs to be facing in this direction. So it's not clipping into there, but we're not going to be able to bring anything else out of that container. Which is something I don't really have a problem with. Oh, I need to reverse this. That's why it wasn't snapping in. Okay, perfect. So that is fixed. Let's just go down before I close this up here. No, this last little section is a little bit more difficult to see again. I do apologize for that. Please just be perfect. Don't be clipping into the ground. That is so close. Yeah, this is going to be the interesting part. I think in order to get everything over, because it's going to be way at the back here. Luckily I didn't close off all of the foundations. Got silica unloading over this side. As soon as I add this, this guy's going to start flying, isn't he? Come on, buddy. Please go lift up. I want to see you go back there to the silica production. See that it's all working nice and good there. Just want to add in these smaller sections like this. Should definitely be unloading enough silica for that guy to just go and collect some more. Just bring it over this way. Yeah, this is gonna get tricky. Yeah, this one is not correct. Okay, at least want to do it properly. So let's get this in the correct position. Okay, so I think this one is a little bit too low now. Oh, the silly mistake, silly. Just get you properly done here, buddy. You need to go up by 1. And it is in line. Okay, that's perfect. So it should clear this part now. And I think I can bring it to around this section with a conveyor wall. I think this is what I'm going to end up doing on both sides. Oh my goodness, that's in the water. Not what I was looking for. There we go. Then we can just add a conveyor belt directly through there. I'll have to move this power line a bit. But it's not the end of the world. Definitely not. You need to be connected up to there and then go down. I can always just raise that up by 1. I'll do that later on. For the moment, I just want to get everything up and running. And we should be good to go. Then I can take a look at how the production is keeping up, if there's any issues, anything else that I need to take a look at and change. And then we'll just go over that in the next episode. But I think we should be done for this one. Should be right over there. And is that gonna be in line, or does it need to go the one? Try one more. Hopefully that's correct. Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. Close that one off. Just remove this. And that one. Okay, that looks a lot better. So we got enough silica unloading. If I can just find my way back out of here again. Let me just cut away through here. I'll just come and close that off. Shouldn't be any problem. Okay, our drone should be flying as soon as the production starts kicking in. I see a couple of ingots moving again. And the only other thing that I still need to do, because this is going to be quite important, is this other little cubby over here is going to allow me to just come and empty out the luminous solution. We still have to come and try and balance everything out there. But if we come and take a look, batteries is fully stored on up. Our castings is the only thing I'm still waiting for. Alclad sheets are full all the way. I do hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Oh, wait a minute. I can't just go yet. I still have something I need to do. Let's go get this done real quick. Unlock nuclear power. And then we should be done. Nearly forgot to complete my to-do list. But I really hope this year has been good to you guys, and that the next year does bring you guys all of the best. May all of the dreams come true there. Right, let's head on down. We are nearly there. Hey there, buddy. At least one of them came back. Oh, look at this. Electromagnetic control rods. So this one's called Rudolph. And the other one was called Bugger. I just don't know where the heck he is. He definitely went somewhere and I just haven't seen him since. So there we go. Nuclear power. Done and dusted. Particle enrichment. Going to be the only thing we have left to do. So a happy new year to you all of the best, and I hope to see you there in the next year. Alpha Blazed out.